Yeah. Oh, it feels so good to be back in here. Hope y'all can hear me clear. It's stupid how I used to rock design and shit. Now I design my shit. Shit got spoiled up. It's funny how I used to want to find a bitch. Now I got to find this bitch. Nah, for real. VVS's, I am diamond lit. I'm New York City nightlife. You boys is just kinda lit. And you know I love to shine and shit. But I'm really a commode, ma. I've been through all kind of shit. Y'all boys just be crying on some wine and shit. I get better with the time, I'm like some wine and shit. DallaSign be on some timeless shit. And I don't ever write down none of these rhymes and shit. I'm not a rapper, I just been in it, just rhyming shit. You can see my future bright, even the blind convinced. Yeah, you can see the blind convinced. Don't talk about no money, dog, unless it makes some kind of sense. We can put our heads together, make some kind of sense. Cause I'm trying to be rich and not just kinda rich. These boys really counterfeit. And I'm going to the top, man, I swear you can count on it. Look at what you made me do. DallaSign bounce back again, nah, that can't be true. If I was a fuck boy, y'all hate me too. Bad bitches wanna date me too. I ain't lying though. 12 on the 25, said the time flying though. You can trap the body, can't trap the mind though. Free my guys doing time though. Joker Carter said, get back in the booth, you in your prime, ho. Them boys, they don't rap like you. They ain't came from the bottom after trap like you. They ain't really lost it all and bounced back like you. Shit, Denzel couldn't act like you. Your life a movie though. For real, man, you need to shoot a movie though. Till then, talk about it in the studio. Yeah, this is real life shit. Walk on the dark side and see how real life get. You know it's DallaSign, bitch.
What's up with it? Welcome to the FlipSide Podcast, episode 7. I got a special guest today, DallaSign. We don't go back like some of my other guests, but we go back a little ways. It's a mutual respect.
Definitely.
So, DallaSign, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it for offering me to come on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you got a track record similar to mine. I know you've been incarcerated before, so we're gonna talk about incarceration, what you're doing now. I know you engaged, but take us back to where you was born and raised, what it was like your upbringing. Tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
Okay, fair enough. I grew up in Wynn Terrace, one of the roughest neighborhoods in Cincinnati.
I agree.
I'm the youngest of 3. The difference between me and a lot of guys that grew up in Wynn Terrace that I witnessed my whole life, that I was blessed with, I had both parents.
Okay.
A lot of people I grew up around, they ain't have both parents. So shout out to my parents for sticking together and holding it down through all the ups and downs, you know what I mean? But Wynn Terrace was rough, man. Shit, we seen shit that average people ain't never think they go see. So
for sure,
it was a little rough bringing. Never really celebrated Christmas. I don't remember like waking up on Christmas with big tree presents under the tree and stuff like that. So that humbled me at a young age. I understood like life don't work out the way you want it to all the time. I already understood that at 5, 6 years old. When mom used to say like, "Oh, we ain't getting no presents until I get my income tax," stuff like that. So I never was a firm believer in that type of stuff, but I try to get that back to my kids so they don't have to understand like how that type of feeling that I had as a kid. You know what I mean? So, but it was kind of. I can't say I had the worst life, because I know a lot of people had it worse than me. So I'm grateful for everything I've been through and everything I'm going through now. But it was some tough moments. It was a lot of tough moments. A lot of family members I lost growing up. I witnessed a lot of death. A friend of mine, I'm probably 9 or 10 years old. Dion got hit by a car. I think he was like 12 years old. Dion get hit by a car and they drug him a mile and a half at 12 years old. A drunk driver. Said she didn't even know he was under the car. So,
wow.
Yeah, waking up to that at 9, 10 years old, like somebody you outside playing football with every day, like that'll crush you,
Yeah, that's deep.
Another good friend. We 14, 15, we break in the swimming pool, and he don't make it up out of there. He drowned. Mac Mall, R.P. Mac Mall. So it's like as a kid, like you going through that type of stuff, it's kind of it'll deteriorate you a little bit. It'll make you it'll make you have to have tough skin. You know what I mean? You have
Gotcha.
to have tough skin. But hey man, I graduated from high school, did a semester in college, you know. All my friends was hustling and selling drugs at 12, 14 years old. It was
Okay.
not me though.
Okay.
They never they never even like forced me into that, you know. I played sports. That's what I did. Played sports. They knew I wasn't no punk or nothing like that. I'd have fought them all.
What you play? Football,
Played
basketball?
football and basketball.
Okay.
Boxed a little bit too. So all my friends, they know like, oh no, he's not no punk or none of that. But they know I ain't no follower neither.
Yeah.
So they never forced me to do that type of stuff. But by the time I turned 18, most of them was in prison. So I was kind of left on my own.
Yeah.
And everything I was seeing them doing, I started doing.
Oh, that's
And
how.
I'm
That's
thinking that was the way. Like, you know, when terrorists make you think that, like, all my friends were selling drugs and robbing and doing miscellaneous shit. And even though I saw the downside of it, I thought I could do it better than them because I ain't started earlier than them. I thought I learned from them, man.
So you jumped off the porch a little later than some of the other
Way
people.
later.
Way
Way
later.
later. I was
Okay.
maybe 18/19 when I really, really was off the porch. You know, all my friends, every last one of them, they was already off the porch from fucking 10 years old on up. Some of them may started at 14, but they all was since we was a kid. But my house was a safe house.
Okay.
So when the shit going on, it get hot for them out there, come to my house. My mom always had the door open for my friends. So my life was kind of like that. Like I always kind of been like the big brother / I don't want to even say the most intelligent, but what I do know is I had both parents. So that helped me navigate.
That's a blessing
through,
when you come in like
it helped me navigate
yeah.
through situations that they couldn't navigate through because they already most of them bitter that they don't got no dad. They don't know their dad and shit like that. And it's hard to be stable when you like I understand this now because I'm a father first. It's hard to be stable as a kid when you ain't got no man around. Because you only acting off emotions from your mom.
Yeah.
So you seeing her act off emotions. So as you grow up, once you start 14, 15, and you feeling yourself, you starting to act more like her.
Gotcha.
Not knowing that you a man, you a young man doing it, but you more acting emotional instead of like a dad could be able to be in the house like, nah, that ain't the way you act.
Exactly.
And they ain't get that. Even though my dad never like rode a bike with me, played sports with me and all of that stuff. My mom was the one like showing up to all my games and all that. My dad was on drugs.
Oh, okay.
My mom stuck it out with him. You know, I remember being 12, 13 years old, running around downtown, knocking on doors to try to find my dad out of crack houses and shit like that. So
see, my dad, he had 14 kids and he was actually married to my mother.
Yeah.
And but I was in the same household with my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say that both parent household, I actually came up in a both parent household.
Yeah.
My dad was he was a player. He was, having other children in other places on my mama, but my mom was actually married.
His
so I know what
presence
you're
was
saying.
still there, yeah.
His presence was still there.
Yeah,
Let me tell you this story, man. I remember now say he go out on the 3-day binge. He go out getting high 3 days. Then he come home I didn't know it back then, but I know it now. So he come home to like, clean up a little bit, eat and shit like that. But I'm happy my daddy home.
Yeah.
So I remember one time she like, go to the store with your daddy. I mean, she sent him to the store to pick something up or whatever. And she tell me, she like, listen, don't let him get out your sight. I'm like, I got him, mama. She like, what? I got him, mama. Yeah. So we take off. I love my daddy. We get in the car. He look, the white got the wheels on, bumping the wheels. I'm like, I'm riding with my daddy. I'm happy. We get around to the store. He like, oh, damn, your mom forgot to give me the list. Let's go back around there to get the list. So we go back around the corner with my daddy. I'm happy. We bumping, pull up in front of the house. I remember we had like 4 steps so I could run and I could jump and boom, I'll be at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
So he pulled up in front of the house, like, go get the list from him. I'm like, all right. So I go to run. I jump. As soon as I reach for the door, he scared. I'm like, oh.
Wait for you to turn your back.
You little stupid. She cussing me out. You let him get away. I'm like, mommy, took the shit out of me. I'm like, what was that? So I'm like, now he gone for 2-3 days. Now she on me every day that he gone is my fault. Yeah. And I'm like, dang, daddy, like when I think back now, it's like, why would you put your son in that predicament though? You know what I'm saying? But it just made me think about that, like coming up with my father, you know what I mean? He said you go indoors looking for him. So I'm like, okay, I felt that.
Scared little boy doing it too.
Yeah.
My brother be asleep. My sister be asleep. They older than me. And I hear my mom crying, like, "Hey, what's wrong, mom?" I was always that type. She, "Oh, your dad gone again." And she finally told me like what was going on. Like, "Hey, I ain't know my dad ain't never ran out. I saw him every day of my life. He maybe for 10 minutes or before he go to work or when he come home, but I saw him every day. He never ran out. He never stole none out the house. He did his little thing.
Yeah, okay.
As I get older, hey man, that was your thing, man.
Yeah.
Do your thing, man. I ain't just be honest about it.
Yeah.
But I remember them nights, man, like knocking on the door, like, "Dang, I'm scared." She's like, "I think he in that house." She won't get out of the car, but I'll go do it, mom.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be the big boy, but I was scared to death. But that's another thing what helped me like know like ain't nothing wrong with being scared.
Yeah.
You got to be able to face your fears and overcome that shit too, though. So that's another thing. Like I got a book out that I'm gonna drop too. It's called Fear.
Okay.
It's you either face everything and rise, or you forget everything and run.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
what fear stands for.
I like
so,
that. Yeah,
you can use fear either way you want.
Yeah,
you can be
acronym.
scared. Or you want to run from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I ain't that type. I'm gonna face it, everything, and I'm gonna rise.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at fear. So those type of moments in my life help me become that and be able to have the knowledge to write a book like that. So it's gonna be more about like younger kids understanding, like, man, ain't nothing wrong with being scared.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make you no punk or no chicken or none of that. But don't be afraid to face your fears, because once the other side of fear, it's light over there. You be like, "Oh, it ain't so bad after all." You know what I mean? So even when you're scared, you'll be like, "It ain't that bad." And once you do it, you're like, "Oh, dang, I could have been did this. What was I scared of in the first place?"
Right.
Yeah, but that's
so. Listen, fellas, if you listening in and you got children out there, if you're not participating in your kid's life, you're doing them a disservice, a distrust. It don't matter what type of life you leading, you still can make an impact on your children. You just heard it from this perspective. You heard it from my perspective. I feel like there's too many fathers out there nowadays that got these women raising these kids and you just being ghosts. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
You can be around your kids, even if you participating in the wrong things, you can be teaching your kids the right way.
Yeah.
So fellas, let's stand up and let's be better fathers. I want to ask you, when was your first time getting incarcerated? How old was you when you got locked up?
2006. 2006.
That's when I came home.
I was 20 years old. I was 20 years old, and it was the dumbest shit ever, man. A couple of my friends called me. I'm with another close friend. I'm with a family member. A couple of my friends, they called me and they say, "We fighting these white boys at the bar or whatever. Pull up to the bar." I just left a little chick house or whatever. So I called my cousins back, like, "Man, we got to go over and help such and such, you know." So boom, we get in the car, go over there. We fresh out of high school too, for real. Ain't been 2 years out of high school. So we still got the young mentality. So we get over there and beat the bar up, you know, do our little 1-2, and we leave. So it's so much excitement going on. We 6 deep in the truck now. We all meet up at Clifton somewhere. Then we wind up all getting in the truck and going to the bar and do what we do. So we 6 deep in the truck, and they say, "Let's throw eggs at people's cars and shit as we ride past and shit." Mm-hmm. I say, "No." Drop me back off. You know, "Nah, let's do it. Hey, fun, huh?" Me, I always been a loyal type of dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the party. Boy, let's go do it. I ain't throwing no what's name. I'm just gonna chill. I ain't doing that shit. Right. Y'all want to do it? Come on, I'll hang with y'all to do it. So it started off with that. Then it skipped to mine was with 2 white boys that we went to school with too. So it's 4 black guys and it's 2 white boys that we went to school with. The white boys driving a car, whatever. Another white boy in the back, somebody else in the front, or whatever. So it come to like the white boy, like, "I got a gun or whatever." It's a fake gun. It shoot blanks.
Oh my god.
Not even a real gun. So let's just scare people with it. Man, I'm with 2 guys who I grew up with who been in the streets. Like I said, so they were 14, 15, 13 years old. So they already got this mentality of, if we got a gun, we gonna scare some people. So make a long story short, soon as we see somebody scared, they hopping out, they taking whatever they got.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the case. We wound up going to Clifton, like a set of white boys. They poured the gun out the window, they jump out, take their little credit cards and all that. We did it twice. Boom. Next thing you know, we getting pulled over on Koran. Man, one of the guys in the back seat, he's 6'4", super dark-skinned guy, tall as hell. And the other guy is a light-skinned, fat guy, about 250 pounds. Mm-hmm. He's one of my closest friends. So They set us outside, or we get pulled over. They set us outside of the lineup or whatever. And man, all these white boys is drunk who they hopped out on or whatever. They set us out in the lineup, and the first person they point out is me. Like, he did it. I don't fit the description of neither one of them. So boom, they take us out of jail. We all go to jail. I sit down there for like 6 months or whatever. Two of my guys, the main two of guys, was the white boys, and the other guy, they kind of like threw the situation off. After a while, sitting to the county, they kind of like told the truth of what happened. So both of my guys would have do 3 years for this situation. The miscellaneous place situation, they wound up having to do 3 years for this shit. Everybody else did like 6 months and got off on probation or whatever for receiving stolen property. But they went down for robbery or whatever. We had 3 years. First bid and everything. So it was that situation. But I was 20 and they sent me straight to the murder pod. And
in JC?
In the JC.
Okay.
The 5th floor. This one I go with the murder pod.
Yep.
And I'm like, how the fuck? I'm a $120. I'm like, how the fuck I'm in a murder pod? But now y'all grew up in Winter Terrace.
Yeah.
I grew up around murderers. Winter Terrace is the jail with guns.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I always looked at Winter Terrace. So once I got in there, that's when I really realized what type of superstar power I got too, though. Because I'm around nothing but murderers, but I was one of the top dogs in the pod.
Yeah.
You know, like not that I'm running nobody or bullying nobody, but I'm the one people will come to for advice or ask information or I don't want to be like, man, y'all making too much noise. Buddy trying to sleep. Then calm down for me. I wasn't like I ain't no big bully. I ain't nowhere near that. I ain't no tough guy, nothing. I'm a respectful guy.
Exactly.
And they respected my aura.
Right.
And I realized, dang, like all these murderers in here, and little old me, like I'm like low key running the whole pod for real. My mom used to be crying every time she come down. Like I looked like I was 12 years old. So you should see other ladies in the back, like, man, that little baby in here shouldn't be in here. And not knowing like I'm in here for some dumb shit. But yeah, to your question, that was the first time I was 20 years old. I sat down there for in 2006. I sat down there for like 6 months. And I finally got out on probation. And then it was just like a chain event after that. I couldn't even stay out 2 years after that. I was going back and forth every time. Just was thinking I'm smarter this time, and I get caught up again. But yeah.
Do you feel like sometimes I'm gonna ask your question because I know what I think. Do you feel like when somebody go to prison because of the environment, they can like learn more about their craft, like from communicating with other people? Do you think maybe if some people,
craft?
The criminal craft? Because I'm thinking like in some scenarios when you go to prison, you can actually learn more than what you knew before you came in there.
Yeah.
And do you think it's a possibility to say some programming may help some people instead of a jail sentence?
100%, because that's why they say if you go to jail your first time, it's like a 83% chance you're gonna go back again.
Yeah, the recidivism rate is
because you go somewhere and you amongst 2,000 criminals. You know, some criminals might be smarter than others. Some might be, and then you kind of be bitter because most time when you are color, you get over sin. You know, so you would go in there bitter and think like, damn, I could do better this time, or I might get to talking to you. Like, what you in for, little bro? You get to give me your spiel.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm gonna use this sauce when I get out. You feel me?
Yeah.
I could be smarter than him, and I think it'd be best. Like sometimes you don't need prison, man. I think programs that like help you navigate through life outside of criminal activities. It'd be better for you going in there amongst nothing but criminals.
Exactly.
Like, you feel me? So. Because most people not gonna change. Some people be comfortable where they at. Some people don't mind going back and forth to prison.
Some people, damn.
Yeah. At a point in time, he thought it was me. I was devastated every time I went. But they'll say, "Dollar, lock up again." It was just like normal. Like, oh, this motherfucker keep going to jail. You know what I mean? I ain't never did no real long stitch, no 5 years, nothing like that. But I'm doing 3 years. I'm doing 18 months. I'm doing 2 years. I'm doing a year. I'm doing 6 months. I just keep going. Mug shot out of mug shot. Like it's like I ain't learning. But every time I went, it's for a different reason. But it's always for like trying to get some money. Yeah, I never was like no chaotic stuff or nothing like that. I ain't even a violent type of guy. I'm a money getter. Yeah, I was always trying to get money, and every time it was for a bigger thing. You know, so I've been to the state prison and the fed prison. I've been to both. So, and I I don't recommend nobody even living like that to go to prison or whatever, but I learned a lot.
So what would your advice be to your younger self if you knew your younger self was going to listen? What would you tell your younger self right now?
I tell my younger self, and this for all the youngsters out too, y'all growing up or whatever, y'all, if y'all thinking about being in the streets that sense, I would tell younger you, get you a job, young man, build your credit up, leverage your credit, and value some real estate or invest in some type of business. Because if you hustling, it's a lose-lose situation. I promise you. I promise you from the bottom of my heart, nobody makes it out of this shit. You either gonna go to jail or you gonna go to the other spot.
Yeah, jail the best case scenario.
Jail the best case scenario.
We don't want you to go to
we
neither.
don't want you to go to neither, but jail, the other, you ain't coming back from that.
So that's like instant gratification, delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification.
All of my partners that went to college and got jobs, they almost close to about to retire.
Yeah.
And guess what? I still got to go to work to this day to try to provide a living for my family.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I made money in the streets, but make that money, they can come and pull that rug right from up underneath you. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's like the instant gratification a lot of times is what we chase. We chase as youth.
And it ain't
but
worth it.
I want to tell the youth, nah, go for that delayed gratification. If you gotta, everybody might not be meant to go to college, but you can go to trade school. Find something you like to do. You could become an architect, a plumber, electrician. Like you said, if you can invest in some real estate, get your credit right. Parents, if you got a decent credit score right now, start to piggyback your children on your credit cards right now. Say about, authorize you. Put them on there about 14. You don't even have to physically give them the credit card, but if you add them to your credit profile, now when they turn 18, they can come into the game. So us as parents, we gotta become better parents to our children than our parents were to us.
But it's this stuff we was never taught. Or our parents was never taught.
They didn't know it. Right.
And this stuff we really had to do multiple prison sentences or go back and forth to prison to understand, like, damn, this is the wrong thing. Some people grasp. I'm like I just turned 40 years old. I've been legit for over a year now. It's the longest I've been legit in my life. So
that's a good thing, right?
And I could sleep better at night.
No doubt.
I still got my street mentality. I'm still looking at my rear view and all that type of stuff, but I still might circle the block before I park and stuff like that outside my house or whatever. But I'm more peaceful. Like when I was doing the other stuff, I made a lot of money.
Yep.
But every time it's a but. Every time I made it, I knew it was a chance I could lose it. And every time I lost it. And every time I came home, I had to start from scratch. You could just slow grind as you building your credit up. I'm telling y'all, the banks will give you the money.
Right.
They'll give you the money. So if you build your credit up and have a nice profile, man, you could go in there instead of running off on the plug and put yourself in harm's way where you can get killed or something like that, or more likely go to jail or something like that because you're doing something illegal. And build your credit up and get $300,000 and don't pay them back. I'd rather you do that. You gonna have the street mentality, do 4-5 years of building your credit up and then run off on them. That's what I recommend. If you wanna live like that, I don't recommend you doing it, but if you want to do that, instead of doing what, it ain't gonna work, y'all. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna work, but that's where I'm at with it though, for real.
Now you're a father. How many children do you have?
I got 4.
You got 4?
2 17-year-old boys, 16-year-old daughter, and 10-year-old son.
And one of your sons, or do both of them play sports?
Both of them play sports. I got one, he played basketball for Mount Healthy. He a senior. And the other one, he played football for TAF. He a senior. They both graduate this in the year 2026. So they both about to graduate. My football player, he on his way to Howard University.
Oh, that's what's up.
Which is a big deal.
That's Black College.
Yeah. He on his way up there to play
My daughter
football.
go to North Carolina A&T, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's finna go do that. He got a full ride scholarship to go do that. School paid for it and everything for him. So that's a blessing for him.
Congratulations.
And his stake. And my other son, he found his way through it. He found his way through, through basketball or whatever. But he like the real bright one though. Like he like the one everybody love.
Okay.
So I know whatever he do in life is gonna be great. Yeah. And he got me to help him navigate through it because I'm really the definition of what not to do. So I can always navigate you when I see you doing some bullshit. I can always steer him the right way because I did all the dumb shit, but you don't have to do it.
If you the definition, I'm gonna say you part 2 because I'm definitely part 1.
You see what I'm saying?
but we on that right
Yeah,
path
for
now. 'Cause
sure,
that's
for
why we're
sure.
here sitting down talking right now. Thank y'all for
No.
tuning in to the FlipSide Podcast. Make sure you like, share. I got Dollar right here with me.
TCB, the brand that deserves global recognition. It is not just a clothing line, it's a lifestyle. While it may not appeal to everyone, particularly those less inclined to activity, it is perfect for them. Just the sight alone of those 3 bold letters, TCB,
somehow sends a triggering wave through your brain.
letting you know that it's time to take care of business. To succeed, one must constantly remind oneself to stay proactive. So why not be fashionable while doing it? Whether you a janitor at a local school or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, success demands that you TCB. So as you navigate through your life and career, do it in style. Let TCB be the brand that everyone sees taking care of business.
With me.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about your clothing line.
Oh, the clothing line.
Yeah,
See, I
yeah.
got it on TCB,
Absolutely.
man.
Yep.
$sign TCB on every platform too. No matter what you look at, we got a clothing line. Which really the face of the clothing line is my kids. This is what they want to do. So they really the one pushing it to the next level. And the youth is what matter the most. They the future. So why not put them in the face of the brand or whatever? My daughter, she's the head of design and operations. So any design come through, it got to go through her first to approve it or whatever.
I like that.
And you can follow. You like when we get dressed at home.
Yep.
They say go ask Ronnie.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. My brother and I came and looked at a house. I think the realtor called us to be there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
did you ever get into
time? That was realtor. I forgot. I want to say it was Sunny.
That's what it was. Yep. That's what it was. That's what it was.
We were supposed to buy the property, but y'all said it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Y'all told me it wasn't worth it. I want to say Pedro was with me. If it wasn't Pedro, it was Lucky Lefty. It was one or the other. Because y'all was going to be a 4-party thing, but everybody didn't show up. But I remember you and your brother saying, like, it's too much work y'all got.
Yeah, that was a bad.
And I always seeing y'all, like, do houses, and I'm like, man, they 30-day flip, bro. They down there be flipping them in 30 days for real, too. So I'm like, I still was knee deep in the streets at that time. So I was straddling the fence. I could never like convert all the way over. So this last time in prison, I came home in last February 2024. I've been home since, and I was already leveraging my credit then. And I reached back out to y'all.
Yeah.
You gave me some advice about a spot and all that, and I finally got one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And then I called your brother. He gave me some advice. I forgot what type of information I need. You couldn't answer it for me. Like, call D. He'd be able to tell you exactly what to do or whatever. And I wound up sitting down with D. And everything he told me to do, I did it. And it worked like magic. I mean, it was like too good to be true. Even my fiance, like, that's all we had to do. It was that easy. And it worked out. So
when I was looking at your socials, I seen and I remember when Pedro used to come to Plush and stuff. Y'all used to come back then.
Yeah.
He locked up. He's incarcerated. And I seen you on a picture where you went to visit him.
Definitely.
No friend of mine ever came to visit me in the streets. I mean, excuse me, no friend that I had from the streets ever came to prison.
Likewise,
so when I seen you, likewise for you.
Yeah.
So when I seen you go visit your friend, I said, that's a different type person right there.
Yeah.
That let me know you was a different type person.
Yeah.
The fact that you reached to go, and it don't matter what somebody incarcerated for, the fact that you like, this is a brother to me, and I'm going to go up here to visit him. A lot of people who know they've been in prison, know they friends from the street, probably ain't even get their kids $1 for them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But to take the time out to go visit somebody in prison, I want to commend you for that. Because people in there need, we need love. We need to let people out there in there know that, hey, man, we got you when you come home.
Yeah.
Once you just come home and do whatever, righteous is. And hopefully we can show them what we into to where they can come home now. It's like, let's get to it this way.
Support you through your hard time.
Absolutely. So that's like, I want, people to know that 9 times out of 10, when people say they're going to be there for you when you gone, they really ain't going to be there.
They ain't.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like make believe. You know what I mean?
This firsthand. I know for sure.
You like the first hand?
Yeah, I know. And I can't let this be said without shouting out my mom, man. Because it's been people in and out of prison in my life since I was 18 years old. Like a lot of them. I'm talking about I can count more than 20 that I was really close to that's been in and out of prison. And it's not one of them that could say my mom didn't send them a letter, a
Okay.
card,
I know what kind of mom you got.
wrote the judge for them.
Yep.
She done did for all of them.
Yep.
For all of them. I'm talking about all of them. There's some of them she went to go see in prison herself. These are friends. These not my blood brother. It's friends. I had a friend who did 13 years in prison. My mom went to see him at least twice a year for 13 years.
That's
When I'm
what's
in and
up.
out of jail,
Yep.
she's still going to see my friends in prison.
That's
My
what's
mom is
up,
that type
man.
of person. Like, so that's where I really get that from. You know, like since before I was going to prison, she was already sending letters and stuff and cards and food boxes to my friends who was in prison. So she was already like that. So I learned that from her. Like, hey, my mama, she support everybody. So it's only right. If you close to me, I'm gonna support you. Joe not the first person that's been in prison that I went to go see. It's probably 2 or 3 guys that have been up there instead of the visiting room with. And,
Okay.
you know, so because I've been on both sides of it.
Yep.
It was sometimes I used to wish like, now I wish one of my homies come up here. I could get a better kick instead of my mom or my brother. And we could talk about something a little different.
Gotcha.
It never happened for me. But I want them to see that it can happen though.
Exactly.
I'm not that type of guy, but everybody know that anyway. Like I'll play the back seat before I jump in the front seat. I'll play the back seat and roll up and do it. Let y'all shine because I'm a team player.
So when you made your decision to push back from the streets, a lot of people say a person got to have a why.
Yeah.
What was your why? Sometimes it can be because an engagement. It can be because of the children. It could be just what was your why? What was your reason?
Every time I went to prison, I felt embarrassed and humiliated. Like again. So this last time it was for some super bullshit, and I wound up doing another year, my last year ever in federal prison or whatever. So when I came home this time, like I can't keep letting my kids down.
Like that.
I can't keep leaving them. They too my kids are superstars. I got to be there for them to never. And they was at that age where left like my son and my daughter, they could veer off.
I got you.
When you get to that age, you can veer off. I'm like, man, they 15, 16 now.
Yeah.
I said, I got to be here, man. I got to be here. And I got to shout out my fiance, man. She said she don't give a damn about no money. I want you here.
That's what's up.
You know, I want you here. Me and her been together going on 7 years. And
so women can't play, not to say it was her, but
a major role.
Women can play a role in some guys who feeling that pressure. They got to be out here getting this illegal money.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all hear that, ladies?
For sure.
Women can play a part.
So
when you putting this pressure on them guys, talking about you want this and you want that, sometimes you could be putting pressure on the guy leading him astray.
Yeah.
Or keeping him astray.
Yeah.
But a good woman can reel somebody back in like, baby, y'all don't need that. We don't need that.
We don't need that. I want
I
you
like
here.
that. I want you here.
Yeah.
For sure.
She showed me that. And I wound up getting a job. I ain't had a job since I was 21 years old. I wound up getting a job. So I'm going to work this job till we get our credit right and all that stuff. I said, I'm not a worker. I'm not going to keep working.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do this. And before I do something illegal again, I'd rather do this. And I did that. And then, voila, we got the funding for properties. And, and we was able to buy our first home. We was able to buy both of our sons a car.
Yeah.
It's all legal.
That's what's up.
I ain't did nothing illegal. Now I can floss this stuff. Not even floss. I can motivate other people to show them it can be done.
Yep.
I'm a 4-time felon. If I could come home and go clean and do the right thing, it's really easy for somebody to do it. So all that I got felons and I can't do it.
Them excuses.
That's a lie. That's an excuse.
Yeah, them excuses.
And excuses is useless. Yep. We don't use them.
Nah.
We motivate and we at the end of the day, we TCB, man. So whatever going on in life, it can be overcame, man. I'm a prime example, and so are you, that it can be done. So
when I wouldn't speak to the kids, it just hit me when you said it again. So, I told my brother, I said, every nice campaign has a slogan. If you think about it, Donald Trump, make America great again.
Yeah.
Like you say, taking care of business. That's a slogan.
For sure.
So my slogan, I said, stay down till you come up. I said, anybody who's famous, I don't care who you point, Bill Gates, the Tesla guy, Amazon guy, if they would have quit a year or two after they started, they wouldn't be where they at. 100%. So no matter where you at, you gotta stay down till you come up. So people like stay down. What does stay down mean? Stay down ain't got nothing to do with it. It's saying stand on your grind, stand on your mission till you come up. Sometimes you might have stopped something when the next time you did it was gonna be the time you was gonna win. Except we ain't talking about nothing illegally. I'm talking about if you got to a job or you working on your business, you started your podcast, you doing whatever, you on YouTube, whatever you doing, stay down till you come up. It might not happen overnight. That's the instant and delayed gratification. Exactly. You feel me? Instant delayed gratification.
No matter how hard it gets, don't quit.
Don't quit. You gotta stay on it. And that's what I said. Like right now, I had to go through all the life experiences that I had to go through to have the validation to come and sit on this couch and talk to you right now. So the man upstairs wanted me. I had to go through what I had to go through so I can have that validation, stand in front of a crowd and talk to him because I've been there. For sure. You feel what I'm saying?
Life and experience is the best teacher.
It's the best teacher, man.
So you gotta go through things to grow through things.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They need more men like us to be able to like this podcast is great because the things we talk about is it's for the youth for real.
It's for the youth.
Because they can see two men sitting on this couch, you know, and with the confidence to speak in these cameras with our head held high, knowing everything we've been through in life and knowing that we legal now, we can still be here and be staying strong and get this type of information and message to whoever around the world, whether it's the youth or somebody our age who feel like they can't do it. That take a lot, man.
I'm gonna tell you, growth. Our neighborhoods used to be like the Bloods and the Crips. That's how our neighborhoods used to be. Winton Terrace against Lincoln Heights used to be like the Bloods and the Crips.
Definitely.
But guess what? You from Winton Terrace, I'm from Lincoln Heights. We can sit here and sit down and talk like gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? We got a relationship. We got a bond. We got love for one another. So it's like how the city used to be back in the day with just neighborhoods beefing against each other. Like we can come out, man, it ain't about that. It ain't about that. We can all come together and get some legal money together. And I feel like us as leaders in the community, where we come from, we got to start showing the youth so they can look at us and be like, look at such and such. You know what I'm saying? We've been on that one path where they looked up to us because we was getting money. But now look at us to where we doing something positive and we gonna get back to y'all.
And we
you know what I mean?
Getting money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Hey man, I appreciate you for coming out. You can shoot your socials across to the people again. And is there anything you want to leave the youth with? Talk to the youth for me.
$sign TCB on every platform, no matter what it is. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is, it's $sign TCB. DALLA, not DOLL. So only thing I want to say to the youth, man, no matter how hard it get out there, stay positive throughout it all. And forever. I mean forever. TCB, man.
I don't know if I definitely think I did mention your wife and congratulations on the fiance and the marriage is coming soon. But I'm gonna put you on the spot, man, because I done heard you a couple of times. I want to see. Do you got bars for real, man? Do you be coming up with freestyles for real? You be sitting in the lab writing, man. Do you got bars for real, man?
Got a little bar.
Or do you be in the lab writing for days, man? Because I know heard you drop some stuff, and I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean?
They call me Mr. Do It All. They know who to call. I'm gonna get the job done. I don't care who involved. I used to serve out of a 4 tours. Fast forward, I bought both of my tuning forms. Fuck what they saying out their mouth. Life ain't no Xbox. I ain't the man on the couch. I'm a big dog, a motherfucking man of the house. If you don't believe that, ask your man. He'll vouch.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Check it out, man. The FlipSide Podcast got Dollar, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate the invite, man, for real, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna hit you up and ask you if it's anybody else you think that'll be a good fit to come on. You know, I'm gonna ask you about that. I appreciate that, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know the motto. Stay down till you come up. Peace.
TCB. That was dope, man.
I thought I got a video on the spot. I was going to your